And what we're doing here is I'm replacing this factory stock filler with a locking all stainless 3/16 filler. And in the couple of videos below this, you'll see the installation of this vent. I went with a old time through the hole vent. Now what they claim is with these factory filler caps, they vent it over here through the cap, and they neck it down and you can't get the flow out of here. So by putting in a separate vent, I should be able to hopefully fill this without the pump kicking out all the time. And this is going to go in here. I marked it out already, the holes I'm going to drill. Then we're going to silicone this in and then put it. Okay, so here's the fill, and we're going to come down past this curve, and the gun will move it over a little bit away from this, so I got room to put the hose. And we're going to put the hole right about here. Maybe, well, let's put it right here. I hate drilling holes in fiberglass on a boat, but this is going to be a benefit. So we'll go up and look and see exactly where that is in case we got to move it either way before we put the big hole in. Okay, so this will be about in this position. What we're going to do though is we're going to put it upside down if we can, because if you have it like this and you catch a wave and it gets flushed with water, the water could run into the tank. So we're going to put it like this, upside down. And let me just check to make sure we're off of the curve. Yeah, we're off of the curve there, so that's no problem. Okay, so now we're going to put the hole saw in. Like I said, this is a little bit smaller, so I don't have to worry about cracks too much, but I still might go in reverse. So now I'm going to go in reverse. It's cutting pretty good in reverse, actually. So that's our main hole, and like I said, it's smaller than this, not by much. So I'll take and get that with the stone, and I'll be back. So what I did was I made an outline with the red marker all the way around the hole, so I don't take too much off of one area. I can do it evenly. So we're going to start, you know, in one spot and then just go around until we remove the red, and then we'll see how much of a fit we got. Okay, so we got the hole to the size that we need. We just kept going and going and going until this was a perfect fit. It's not big or nothing. That's why I drilled the smaller hole and then opened it up with the stone. So now we're going to go with the utility knife and clean up the inside, and then we'll start assembling the vent. Okay, so there it is. It's all tightened up. Might have to loosen it and move the gasket down a little bit. Make sure your gasket's in there. But that's going to be the position of it. And all I have to do is pipe the inside. I'm going to get a like 180 degree fitting, and I'm going to put that on the vent, and then it's going to go up and then down into the hose. This way no water could get in there. It's possible if you get a heavy enough wave to hit this, it'll go in and then down to the tank. So I'm going to be inverting the connection to this. When the fill port comes, then we'll go through and we'll put that on. Okay, so I got the 3 holes drilled. I filled in the old holes from the other unit with some gel coat fiberglass fill. So now we're gonna put a radius on these holes. As you've seen in my other videos on installation, I get a drill bit, I run it backwards, and it puts a radius on so you don't get no spider cracks. Make sure you go backwards. If you go forward, you'll make the hole too big. It'll just drill it right out. So now I'm going to get silicone. We're going to silicone this, put a bead of silicone. We're going to get this down in the hose. I got a rag in the hose so we don't get no fiberglass down in the gas tank. And then we're going to mount this in. I have to mount it upside down because of this from the old filler cap. If I put it upside down, it'll cover that. So that's about where it's going to go. Okay, so we're going to put some silicone on here. The silicone is drying up a little bit, so it's on the thick side, which will be better. They say marine silicone, you know, this is not under the water line where you would need 48 or 5800. And this is all I have, so that's what I'm using. It's not a big deal, this piece here. It's not like you're constantly flowing water over it. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, let's get this on. So I just moved the hose over. We'll come back and get the hose later. There's enough room down there to do that. Just get one screw run down. You don't want to tighten it all the way till you get them all in. And there's some silicone in the hole there, so it'll coat the screw going in. Boy, they're tight going in. I drilled a perfect size hole. So that one will leave a little loose until we get the third one in. So the next time we fill up at the station, I'll make a little piece of video to put with this to see if it works. I should be able to fill without having the pump kick off. If it doesn't work, we benefit it because I got a lock on this now. You know, I got some neighbors here. They're not too good. And I don't need anything going down in the tank. Plus 100 gallons, 100 plus gallons of fuel. If I go away and somebody siphons it out, it's a big loss. So this is in. I'll show you how it works with the key. There's not many of these that you can buy, and this is I like the way this one works. I'll show it to you later. So that's it. We'll let the silicone cure, and we'll hook it up underneath, and then we'll try it out. Okay, I happen to have the key with me. So you put the key in, you turn it, quarter of a turn, then you open it. You open it, it has a cable so you don't lose it. When you're done filling up, you put it in. So when you're done filling, you put it back, tighten it down, then you go in with your key, you turn it, quarter of a turn, and then this spins. That means you can't open it. That spins when it's locked.